Can you be scammed with a cashier's check? Hi, this is Tim. Welcome to All Affiliate Cash. I recently had a woman who wanted to purchase something I'm selling on another website, and she did not want to pay online but wanted to send me a cashier's check. Now, I'm okay with this. I'm even okay with personal checks, and I would always wait until they cleared the bank before sending out the item that was purchased. Here's something I learned about cashier's checks, which I thought I would share with you. Cashier's checks can be faked. Yes, you heard that right. A cashier's check, which appears to be issued by a bank to you, and which clears when you deposit it into your account, can still be fake. Here's the story about my customer and what she wanted to do, and then I'll come back to the fraudulent check. This woman sent me a very nice email asking me if she could purchase a $400 item with a cashier's check, as it was a gift and she did not want the purchase recorded on her credit card statement. I said sure, gave her my name and address and the total amount including expedited shipping, and I told her I would hold her item for 10 days waiting for her cashier's check. A couple of days went by and I received the following email. Dear Tim, the bank incorrectly made the cashier's check out for $500 more than the amount of my order. The balance was supposed to be for my niece, but they messed up. I've already sent you the check without looking at the total, so when you receive it and it clears the bank, please write out a check to, and then the name and address of her niece. I trust that your personal check will be fine, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. This prompted me to dig into how a cashier's check might be a fraud, so I did a little Google search and found this information. I've put a link in the description with the details, but here's the short story. Cashier's checks have become an attractive vehicle for fraud when used for payments to consumers. Although the amount of a cashier's check quickly becomes available for withdrawal by the depositor, these funds do not belong to the depositor if the check proves to be fraudulent. It may take weeks to discover that a cashier's check is fake. In the meantime, the depositor may have irrevocably wired the funds to a scam artist or otherwise used the funds, only to find out later when the fraud is detected that the depositor owes the bank the full amount of the cashier's check. Yes, that's right. Common scams include selling of goods. The buyer pays with a cashier's check, and only after you ship the goods do you discover it was fake. Excess of the purchase price. Yep, this is exactly what was tried on me. Unexpected windfall. A twist on that foreign lottery winning where you wire funds to a third party, but after you deposit the check and it clears the bank. Mystery shopper. You've been chosen randomly to be a mystery shopper, and they send you a check with instructions to cash it, buy stuff, review it, and wire some of that money to a third party. Now, I really thought that a cashier's check was safe, and if this person had not been greedy and tried to get an additional $500 out of me, I would have shipped her the item as soon as the check cleared and the funds were in my bank account. It turns out that would have been a mistake. Here's what to do if you get a cashier's check for payment. Call the issuing bank. Don't use the phone number on the check. Google the bank and find their contact information. Make sure it's a real bank. Call them and verify that the check is valid, supplying all of the accounting codes. They will do this for you and be pleased that you called them. Only after the issuing bank has verified the funds should you deposit this check into your account. Once you see the funds, call the bank again and verify that these funds are actually yours to spend. Don't participate in any of the scams that have you wire funds or send a personal check for the balance. If someone sends you a check for more than the amount, send it back uncashed and ask them to issue another check for the exact amount. If they don't, just move on. It's not worth the risk. In my case, I informed the woman that I would be returning her check when it arrived and that my accountant would not permit me to accept a check for more than the amount and send her a business check as a refund. She promptly told me that in that case, she would just cancel the order. Since she'd already told me the check had been sent, I expected it would arrive in the next day or so. It did not. Clearly, she was not legitimate to begin with. I have turned over all of her emails to the FBI. I should have probably waited until the cashier's check arrived and then also turned everything over to the Postmaster General, as this would also be mail fraud. So to wrap up, be careful out there. Once safe cashier's checks, now join the ranks of all the other possible ways to scam someone. Always be careful in your financial transactions and trust in your gut. Trust but verify, and be safe out there. Until next time, life is good.